Hi, it's Terry here. So finally got the tank mounted. So I'll just show you the front here. Now what I've done, I have to take the original mounts off and I've welded my own on here. Now what I did do, I kept some of the old mounts on so that I could weld my plate there over it. Now I could weld at the back as well. So that's really strong. And now the rear mounts, I mean that's different. The original one came down here, so I took all that off. And the original mounts went under the tank as well. So I've kept the piece on that's under the tank and I've welded mine at the back, straight under, all there. Now the seat is going to come from here. We're going to have a piece of steel across there, about an inch, rounded there with a hole in to go through there, all the way across, and then one the other side, and then just there, between the two pieces of steel, we'll have a plate here, welded on, so that the tank mounts and the seat will be bolted here, and then straight through there, two pieces of steel, a piece welded in the middle at the back. So that will be a strong framework for the seat to go on. And because it's quite a strong mount that'll be, I may not need any tubes underneath. But that's the story so far. Got the tank on. Now there's a few other things I've done as well. Now the other thing is the downpipe. Now what I've decided to do is, I had an idea come from one of my YouTube friends, and what he suggested was to have the single downpipe going straight under the middle and an exhaust out of each side. So what I've done, I've made this downpipe up, and the first bit obviously is the 485 part, and then from here down underneath is off a 476, CZ 476. And then the other thing I've done, I don't know whether you can see under here, from here, that part up to there is off a silencer, off a Jawa 350. Now I've left this longer than it needs to be. It'll probably be cut about here. And what's going to happen is, I've just got a downpipe there. So this is a downpipe off a Jawa 350. I've got two of those spare. So what I'm going to do, obviously it's going to be cut about there. The two of them will be cut and they'll be joined. And what will happen is, it'll go in there and it'll be mounted just like that, one each side. Now I can't get it any higher than that at the moment because this needs cutting back further. But once I've done that, I'll put them on. Now I'm not going to do this until I've got the silencers, because I need to mount a silencer each side so they're just in the right position, and then bring the downpipe up to them. So I've got to wait for that. Now the other thing I've done is the back brake. Now this system is off a 559 and the footrests are off a CZ 476. Now the centre stand used to be in the middle of the footrests. I don't know whether you can see under here, right in the middle, but I've put a big tube in between the footrests where the shaft goes all the way through, and in that way I was able to put a mount just under here on this section off the Jawa. So it's the 476 footrest, 559 brake, and the reason I've done that is so I can have this cable that goes up and round and into the back brake. Now I couldn't use the standard Jawa 638 one, because on that you have a shaft through the swing arm pivot here. There's a shaft all the way through, and then the brake arm comes off here, and then obviously it pivots the other side, and on the other side there's a brake cable and it went straight across where I need to put the toolbox to the other side. So the 638 rear brake system had to go, and this system works great, absolutely brilliant. So that's the brakes, the rear brake anyway, footrests, and obviously this will be chromed, get some new rubbers. The exhaust system is half done. Now I may not stick to the single downpipe into 2 silencers. I'm trying it out, so it's not going to cost anything just to try it out. I've already got bits, but I may go back to just single downpipe, single silencer, but I don't think you really know till you try, so I thought I'd make it up, see what it looks like. So that's that done. And the other thing is I've started on the headlamp here. Now I think you might remember this from the last film, but what I've done since, I've drilled a hole there, or used a hole cutter just there, because what I found is that there's more than enough room to put this ignition. This is a Jawa 350 ignition, and it'll fit inside. Now the CZ 150C had a switch here. I'm not sure if it was a lighting switch or ignition, but that's what I'm going to have, an ignition there, so it, you know, it looks more genuine. So that's going to look good. So that's primed up, ready to be sprayed. And here's the original Jawa tyre pump. So I've rubbed it back, primed it, sprayed it black. I've managed to get a Jawa transfer on there, sticker. Can't really see it much because of the light, but it's been lacquered, and I've done that 2 weeks ago, so that's ready to be nibbed back and polished. Right, so that's the pump done. New cable as well to fit in the rear brake, so that's that done. Now looking at it, as you look at the position of the tank, it's more like a Jawa Perak 250, 350, the positioning of it, as you can see. Now on the CZ 150C it's angled down more. Obviously I can't do that, I've got the monoshock here and that. So this bike then, I think it's going to end up looking like a cross between the CZ 150C and the Perak 250, 350. So with the seat as well up here, it should look quite good. If I get a steel rule, if I just put this across, you'll see, you'll roughly get an idea of the height. So looking at the where the seat's going to be there and the back mud guard, so you can see it's pretty much the same, the level pretty much the same as the 150C and the Perak. So I'm looking forward to doing that seat, because once I've got the seat done and put some bars on it as well, get these silencers on, I can sit on it and you'll have a good idea, it'll give you a good idea of what the bike's going to look like, the style and that. So I look forward to that. So I'll leave it there for now, and hopefully in the next film we can get those silencers and some bars and definitely get that seat on. So I'll catch you in the next film.